Welcome to the Aqua Ratings Eventing Podcast and the Badminton Tour Diaries, because badminton is underway and we have got so much in store for you. We hope you're following along on social media, but Derm and I are here and we're going to talk about the horses, we're going to talk about badminton, and if you can hear Toby sort of talking in the background, then apologies, because he's here too. The first time we actually tried to record this, we had a small incident which involved a lot of screaming, so we had to restart. But it's okay because we're sat in the trade stands, it's sunny, it's happy days.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, as long as one of us is focusing directly on the child, he seems to be kind of grand. He likes attention, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, he's just like his mother. He likes attention.
And he's great. We've had a great all day with Tubbs. It's as busy as it always is. It feels like it's a little bit windy. The sun is out, but it's still a little bit cloudy. I think it still feels like it's warming up. I mean, that test this morning from Oliver Townend certainly perked things up pretty quickly. Best ever test we've seen at Badminton. And we've just walked away from the Toledo to Cursor test there, which is currently second. They're probably two high points so far. We're still waiting on Mr. Chunky at the end of the day. But outside of those, was there anything in particular that caught your eye?
I think, to be honest, those are the two big tests. Oliver Townend come out and do a 19.7, breaks a 19-year badminton record. A sub-20 score out of 5-star is huge. So that, for me, was the first thing. I mean, he was, fourth, fifth in this morning. Big test straight off the bat. He's probably going to be our dressage leader. So that was huge to start with things off. You just mentioned Toledo to Cursor. That's actually a 5-star personal best for Tom and the horse, because Strike Smartly scored 25 point something this time 12 months ago. So he's on 24.7, sits in second. That is going to sit him surely as one of the hot favourites this weekend. I mean, he's got off to the best start he could have got off to.
Yeah, and I think Piggy and Veneer Chimera as well. In terms of what I suppose we talked about it on the preview pod, like there's still going to be question marks over Kilnabrad and Evo. Unbelievable start, couldn't have done any better, literally couldn't really have done any better. It was a very special test to watch, but his questions come, and we knew all along his questions come Saturday and on Sunday too. Veneer Chimera and Toledo to Cursor have less questions. Veneer Chimera, yes, a faller here last year. Piggy comes back having had a very good 2018 since that, post that. And a very good start, obviously a record-breaking start to 2019. I would say Veneer Chimera is one to keep an eye on. We did flag it up early, and as you say, Toledo, we almost left Toledo off that preview pod. You got him in there pretty late.
I didn't nearly leave him off it. I knew he was coming all along, but he's on my podium. Although Bilana is also on my podium, and Nicola Wilson would be pretty disappointed with her test. I think 34 didn't even hit the 20s. I think she'll be pretty gutted with it.
Yeah, I think she's I mentioned it on one of those previews as well. I think she had just come off the best ever test, 375 odd international tests for Nicola Wilson, and she just did that test at Ballindennis in the 20s. Yes, it was at a lower level, but it kind of felt like they were coming here on form. They have been in the 20s before at this level, Bilana and Nicola, so that definitely is a disappointing one. That was one of the other ones I flagged up as one to watch today. Asterix. I always call the horse Asterix. It's not. It's Artistique and Millie. Really good test, and we talked a little bit last year about their great cross country form. Bringing it now to 5-star level. First time at Badminton. We've been talking up Millie Dumas a little bit. She's someone that we haven't been able to get away from when we've been looking at all the different stats, all of the different national data coming out of Britain. Millie has been slowly climbing the ranks, very methodical, very good training systems in place. So that was my dark horse, and I'm really, really pleased with how she started.
Yeah, and I think actually that was a really good shout, because she's been very reliable in the jumping phases on the national circuit. Only her second 5-star, so will she go as fast as the likes of Tom McHugh and Piggy French? I doubt it, but if she's well in with a shout. And the other one that I would probably mention as well is Chris Burton, Graf Liberty, also in that 27 category.
No, he's grand.
Just got a slightly grumpy baby and a ball. If you can hear a little tinkle in the background, that's just his little ball that he likes to play with.
In fairness, he's a good baby, isn't he? Like, he's in good form most of the time. He's been wandering around with us for a day. He's been in the press centre. He's been watching dressage. He's been going meeting people. I mean, he's a happy little child's therapist. I think I actually called this pretty early when he was when you were preggers. He's just going wild now. Just when I'm talking about you, pal. The curse of Derm.
Don't you put the curse of Derm on my baby, though.
Other interesting things, Nicole.
Can we talk about your t-shirts for a second?
Yeah, you can.
Because listeners, if you haven't seen on the Echo Ratings Instagram and Facebook pages, Derm has had some t-shirts made. Now, the first one was I'm Chuck Bass, which you wore to the trot up yesterday.
Yeah.
Today's is...
So this is Tim Price one. Yeah, when I grow up I want to be Tim Price.
I mean, when I grow up I want to be Janelle Price, I'll be honest. But, we wish.
But, I mean, Tim Price yesterday at the trot up, unbelievable display, Nicole. Spring Power, Izzy Taylor's horse goes free. Everybody...
Who knew that Tim Price could put in a star jump like that?
It was just so impressive. If you haven't seen it, I'm sure you'll have seen it online, anyone listening to this. But, yeah, it's very good. Tim saving the day and getting all the usual plaudits. Anything else of interest, Nicole?
I think it'll be a big test from Mr. Chunky, Porrig McCarthy. Last to go in the arena this afternoon. If he's going to be on the podium, like you and Sam have said, he's got to put in a good first phase performance. So I'm going to be watching that test with quite a lot of interest.
Exactly. So, I mean, that is probably it from us. We're going to finish up soon. It's actually pretty relaxed. It's still pretty relaxed around the place. So I think I'm probably going to go for a drink somewhere over by the lake. It's not quite as sunny as, I have in my head these idyllic days at the Badminton Lake. But we'll probably go over there. I'll probably try to talk to some more people maybe over there. You going home? Are you only here for the day or what's your crack?
No, I'm here all weekend. But I will have to take small child back to go to bed. So there'll be no drinks at the lake for me tonight. I'm going to take him back to bed. He's been so good all day. And I'm going to get a good night's sleep and just see what happens in the dressage tomorrow. And more badminton tour diaries. We should set some sort of challenge for this tour diary.
Go on.
Well, I hadn't thought of one. I just thought we could set a challenge, but,
One of the little tricks I have is that there's some very dedicated listeners who already have planned out the next alphabetic game.
Okay, so the D's.
If you want a challenge, if you want a tour challenge, you can just put it out there and people will do it for you. It's class. Cool. It's great. So if you've got anything for us, I mean, I don't really know what Nicole's talking about in that regard. Sometimes she kind of, if we were able to edit in the way that we edit our normal pod, that would get edited out. But because we're live now, we just have to kind of roll with it, which is annoying. But anyway, now you'll get more of an insight into the kind of stuff she puts on us. Finally, I'm gonna go for a couple of drinks, Nicole. Once we get our little bit of work out, and then that's it.
Listeners, the one thing that is interesting about this podcast is, so we're editing with a mobile device. We're sat in the middle of the trade stands, editing with a mobile device, but whoever has the device pointed at them can talk. The other person can't talk. So Dee's in control of it. So he's actually in control of the Badminton Tour Diaries, as he is with Alphabetti Spaghetti. And I imagine, why don't we just do the D episode at some point this weekend?
If we were to get the right crew, I think we could definitely bang out the D episode. There's a few wild ones sitting around us in the press centre. Like, you could get Jenny Rudel, you could get Tilly. Like, there would be...
It's got to be not edited, though, remember.
Yeah, absolutely no chance we can get them on in that case. Okay, fair enough. I'm on my way out. What are we going to look forward to tomorrow? You're going to be back. Sam's going to be here tomorrow, actually. Sam, now 7th in the world.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Very cool. Sam Watson, ranked between Gemma Tattersall and Janelle Price in world rankings. Brilliant.
Above Janelle Price is the critical one there, though. It's just in terms of our ongoing battle.
You're a brave man, Dee. You're a brave man. The one thing I would say, tomorrow, it is all about the Bass. Laura Collett, Chuck Bass, or Mr. Bass, doing their test late morning. It'd be really interesting to see how that goes. And there's a few other good tests. Ballamore Class is going to be a really interesting one. I think if anybody can push even anywhere close to Kiln Red Evo, it'll be Oliver and Ballamore Class. Will it be an Oliver 1-2? We will have to wait and see. But first episode, Badminton Tour Diaries. It's about to rain, I'm not going to lie. So we are going to go and run for cover. Well, maybe not run, but go for cover. And we will be back with another Tour Diaries for you very soon. And if you've got a challenge, send it in. Why not? But make sure you keep up to date with all of the Echo Racing's stats. And Derm's yawning. You know what I mean, listeners. Tune in. We'll be back.